All right, so we are here at our Huntington Beach store. We have a big day today because for the past about 3 years now, we have run our eBay, our online, our whatnots, everything out of this tiny little back room that's probably about 300, 400, maybe 300 square feet in Huntington Beach. So we are, by the way, this is our manager of online,
What's
Blake.
up, guys? How you guys doing?
So we are excited. One of the main reasons that we bought the building in Long Beach was to move and have a bigger spot for our online stuff. So all of this that you see scrunched in here, we're gonna be boxing up, moving stuff and taking it over to the new store. All right, we're in the middle of moving everything over. This, one of my greatest finds. I found this at an estate sale.
While I was there.
Yeah, while Blake was there. I mean, if you can't tell, it's easy to tell. And there's original artwork of 1920s Blake. So this is coming over.
It's perfect.
And I'll be excited to hang this at the new place. What do you think, man? How do you feel? You excited about the new spot?
Yes.
Gonna miss this place?
So much more room. No, it's so tiny back here. I had no room to be back here with like anyone. Like when one person would come in, they had to like the other person would have to leave because there's no space. And we have stuff on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had used every single like square inch of this space. I mean, as far as high as you could reach, stuff on the floor, all under here. We battled with some roof leaks.
Oh my
goodness,
most recently,
dude.
we had a lot of rain, and then we would be running our whatnots here, and the rain would be literally dripping.
If you know about the water.
On top,
if you know about the
right
brown
next
water.
to me as I was running the whatnots. So,
Blake, bend over real quick. Bend back
Whoa.
over. Bend back
No.
over.
pause, dude.
You got your tags
No.
on your pants?
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
exactly.
whoa, whoa!
Pause.
You told me to bend over. Pause.
So as we're kind of going through stuff, just coming across all sorts of various stuff. These were black box map games. As you can see, there's the sticker. So these were the early release games. I think they were released in New York and LA. And I've been meaning to do something with these. These have kind of been sitting back here. I've been thinking about grading them. This is the big one, which is an original Mario Brothers. Again, this is a matte sticker. So yeah, these were traded in a while ago and have a whole bin of them that have literally just been sitting here for forever, but we've been busy with other stuff. So it'll be nice to get to these, but they're headed to Long Beach. All right, so as we're going through it, I mean, there's some things that we kind of even forget that we have listed. This was an estate sale find that I found a while ago. These are Devilman, like in 1980s Devilman trading cards. What do they go for per pack? Like pretty expensive, right?
I think the whole thing was at like $270.
Yeah, but just cool, weird items, right? And like I said, this was, I probably found this like maybe a year and a half ago. That's a cool one. And then some, like these are some other things, right? I don't know, I don't even know what these are. X bands. Weird, you know, like these are Atari, I want to say 400 or 800. The Pit. Yeah, a lot of Philips CDI stuff might go online. These were a whole lot of all educational Philips CDI stuff.
This may look like an ordinary compact disc, but actually it's a futuristic cinematic adventure game, an interactive encyclopedia, or even blockbuster Hollywood movies. This is CDI.
All right, so we are back in Long Beach. We are starting to bring stuff in. Luckily, we have our online manager here. What's the plan, dude? What are we doing?
Lord, you ready for the layout that we've got so far?
Tell me, yeah.
Sealed games.
All right, so sealed games.
Right here.
Yeah.
Graded games. We're gonna
Okay.
start grading a lot more games.
Now, why is there no slat wall here, Chris?
Oh, so there's gonna be a door that's gonna go through there eventually.
Below it is gonna be our wall of loose discs, right?
Yep, I like it.
And then
Okay,
right here is gonna be the DVD wall.
okay.
Above it is the CDs. This will be kind of like miscellaneous stuff, like
Okay.
stacked against this wall.
Good.
And then
Sounds good.
I need you to get probably 2 or 3 of these guys.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and then the vinyls and laser discs. Like you need to build a giant one of the ones that you had at Huntington.
I need to build one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's on you.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool.
see you later, guys. Have a good one. That all sounds grand, dude. Blake, good luck with it, man. I like it. All good ideas, and yep. See ya. All right, so we are maybe about halfway done with moving everything over from the Huntington Beach store here to Long Beach. As you can see, we have shelves up way up high. I mean, I can only reach this with like I think I'm on an 8-foot ladder here. But we will have, ladders to reach this. And then we're kind of just figuring out best way for layout. We definitely have gained some room, which is good, right? What are your thoughts initially?
I was worried that once this started filling in, it wasn't going to feel as big, but it still feels massive in here.
Still feels big so far.
Yeah.
But these spaces, like, they do get small really quick. But so far, so good. It has been a lot of work. We're trying not to lose too much stuff. Obviously, each one of these items is a listing on eBay, right? So if we, by chance, just happen to, here you go, Troy, lose that, then somebody orders Sims Life, then we're out of luck. So we're trying to keep it as organized as we can, right? Without losing anything. That's kind of the key here, but it's coming together. So it looks good so far. The back hit.
Give.
Does mine have the back hit?
Yours does.
Maybe it does.
Oh, the Blake shirt?
Yeah.
The Metallica shirt? Where do you get that, Blake?
I forgot, but I got 3 of them.
3?
Yeah, and I
didn't
sold
get
one.
'em
I
from
sold the
Dustin?
garbage one to Chris. I sold the really good one online. Then I kept this one.
You didn't get them from Dusty?
No,
They weren't from Dusty?
no, I forgot. Maybe Dennis.
I forget who they came
Maybe
from.
Dennis.
They're pretty good. All right, so we are working on our shipping and everything at department, and one of the things when we bought the building is there was 3 tenants that were here, and there was one tenant, this is the last remaining unit. They did end up just vacating, so we did gain access. We have a key. Let's take a look, and this most likely, we've kind of come up with some ideas as to what this could potentially be, but let's take a look inside. The overall idea, I believe, was to eventually expand with more online, but there has been some other ideas of maybe like Retro Games Plus card shop of just cards possibly. Online makes sense. Maybe more of like tournament areas, maybe for cards and stuff like that, like a play area. So it's a standalone room by itself. Obviously, it needs a lot of work. You can see, you know, the ceiling kind of coming down. These floors would all get ripped up. I think there was a roof leak possibly over here. And this was like an old woodworking facility at some point. So this is like a huge exhaust fan. This all needs to come out. And then I think there was even a tiny little bathroom that needs to be redone. So there you are, Sean. But eventually there'd be just a doorway that would go straight through here. So lots of different ideas, but we do have the space and we'll do something cool with it eventually. It'll be just a little bit more work. Yeah, and any ideas? What do you guys think? What would be some good ideas that we could do with it? So curious what you think in the comments.
Blake. Yo, Blake. What do people need to do right now?
Hit that subscribe button.
How hard?
I'm not doing. I don't know. I'm all dripped up.
All right, so it's been a few days. We've been working hard on the shipping department. We've been getting everything set up, putting in shelves, racks, all sorts of stuff. So we want to come in, let's take a look at it. We'll see kind of the finished product. Look at this, Dr. Robotnik in the flesh.
What's up, everyone?
So what do you think, Blake? This is our new home. Obviously, we put a lot of work in these racks we put up. We've got floor to ceiling going on in here.
So much space.
Probably at least double, if not triple the space, I would say.
Triple the space.
Of Huntington Beach, and just a lot of room to breathe, room to expand. These are a big improvement, these racks here, big metal racks.
I love these so much.
Just way more shelf space, way more counter space here for listing. We got Evan here listing some stuff, and still just even more room, right? Like we haven't used all of this slat wall yet. There's room up there.
This will be racks.
Yep. And then that future expansion we were talking about, potentially right through this door into there, more online. So, oh, and we have a mezzanine. Potential some mezzanine up there. So really just more room to breathe, more room to flow. Pros, cons?
Pros, cons. No cons yet.
No cons.
No. I mean, the only con so far is that we aren't completely organized.
True.
Yeah, we just need more racks.
Right. More racks, more space.
That's it.
But yeah, overall a success.
Pro, it's so much more space. Everything is way more organized now. Everything is where it's supposed to be instead of just like thrown about because there was no space.
While it took us maybe like, you know, a week to maybe move everything over here. Really the planning for this began probably 2 years ago was the idea we should get a building for this occasion. It wasn't really even necessarily to open up a new store. It was for this.
To expand
the online because we were so tight there. So it seemed like it happened really quick. It was 2 years in the making to find a building, identify a building, move everything. So Blake and I, when we finally got here, are like, holy moly, this was
so long.
So much planning to get to this place. So it's nice to meet you. All right, so I am here with Old Dirty Roshi, you go by on Instagram, and you had, previously you and I met a while back at the Retro Games Plus that I have in Huntington, and I met you in the back because you were doing some work for a Mediterranean place. I met you out here maybe like a month or so ago, right? Because I'd love to have you do a big mural on the side of the building here.
Oh yeah.
And there was another piece that, appreciate you coming, that inside we were looking at this wall here as possibly being like an internal mural.
Awesome.
And I kind of had some ideas of what I wanted it to be, but you being the artist, I always love, you know, your creativity and stuff. But let me tell you what I was envisioning here.
Okay, yeah.
So being in Long Beach, kind of like a scene with maybe some ocean, some trees, possibly some video game characters in there with that. And then maybe there would be a sign that says like Retro Games Plus and then like a neon like Long Beach that we would maybe be, I don't know if it'd be painted or if like there'd be a sign and then the mural is around it, if that makes sense. But that was kind of my vision, but then I'm always open to whatever you kind of see when you first look at it.
Oh, that's cool. So kind of like it's like a flagship, Long Beach flagship type of vibe.
Correct, yeah, and maybe including the door too. So like, this is our counters that would be right here. So like customers would be here, we'd be behind here.
Okay.
And so this is kind of like the center of the store where people might take pictures and stuff like that. And then out where you're standing is kind of like the retail area, right? So if you're like checking out and stuff, like this is kind of like a big highlight.
Yeah, so this is kind of it's the backdrop for you guys here every day.
Correct. What do you think of like when you think colors that would look good there? Like if it was like a beach scene, would you do like beachy colors, like almost like a Mario Sunshine-esque? You know, like Mario Sunshine, like kind of it's like there's some beach levels in there, or Mario Kart, where it's kind of like bright.
I mean, I love that idea because I think the cerulean waters, like that Mario beach aesthetic is classic, and it's also like super poppy.
Right.
You know, it's like white sands and bright blue waters, which is, it's not how the Long Beach water looks, but that's okay. Art is more about ideals often than reality.
I know, right. I don't know if we had talked further about the mural on the outside. I know you were gonna come up with some ideas, but I was almost wondering if like, this is just a thought, but like a giant wave maybe out there, kind of Long Beach with the beach and stuff like that too. And maybe there's like video game characters surfing or something on the wave might be kind of cool.
Okay.
Just a thought.
I can definitely picture this, like how the layers would stack, you know, so you have like foreground, bottom of like water and beach, and then you can have like layers of buildings, and then like sky with the palm trees reaching up from the foreground over things. I just kept popping in my head like that big wave like TNC. I'm talking about the outside mural now, not this one, but like TNC surf. Do you ever play that game with like the gorilla that like surfed? He almost looked like Donkey Kong. Yeah, I know. But I never played it, but I know that character.
That TNC surf style out there on the wall where it's like kind of Hawaii but Long Beachy, and like a scene like that would be pretty freaking cool, I think. It's kind of like a cool style, you know what I mean?
It's super cool.
And look, so he skateboards too, so it's kind of like wasn't just all surfing, so it could be like skateboarding, surfing.
Yeah, Long Beach is definitely a skate town.
So we are just timing-wise getting ready like with counters and stuff to kind of start filling this out. So probably the sooner the better on this, I would say, if you're available.
I am, yeah. It's like a perfect time right now. I kind of just like wrapped up a bunch of stuff, so things are, I'm just starting to like reschedule all the things that are ahead, so let's do it.
Okay, awesome.